Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Oh my gosh, so for the whole of today we've been at this like frisbee adventure park place. It's been beautiful. The sun has been shining. I don't know where my glasses are. I don't even need them, so I don't know why this is even vaguely important. But anyway, I also forgot my coffee, so there is that. I haven't got my coffee anywhere. I can't see it. I haven't made it. It's all the way downstairs. Okay. So today, we're going to be addressing the SACCONEJOLYs again because I know you guys love all the different updates that I do with them. It's just a sad, like, what can I even say anymore? It's just a real sad situation that Jonathan is now finding himself in. And I do say Jonathan because Anna is just completely oblivious. We all know this. There's been a few things which have been happening. So do we remember Maddie, Lucy, Dan?
I know that the world is cruel and I know that someday she's going to leave home. And it took it on as a little bit of a mission to like, okay, well, let me see. I'm going to fix the whole trans problem in the world.
Do we remember that amazing woman who was on TikTok and she basically got into this live stream with Jonathan a little while back? This was when Jonathan had deleted everything off of his channel. And they were basically, you know, she was just saying that, you know, there's too much emphasis on external validation and you should be nurturing Edie and letting her discover things about her being thrusted into a camera. We remember this? We on the same page? Well, basically she was doing some subtle shade. She was making some subtle shade this week on her TikTok. I'm just going to play the whole clip in its entirety because it is absolutely brilliant. Like, she does make me laugh. It's so funny.
As you know, a lot of people have voiced concerns about you filming your children, posting it online to millions of people when they aren't able to consent to it. Yeah, I'm aware of that. I've been deliberately ignoring it. What are you gonna do about it? Like, maybe stop posting or, you know, I don't know, just like protect your children a bit more. No, but what I was gonna do is, so people don't like me filming my children and putting them online for millions of people. So what I was gonna do was get someone else to film them and broadcast it. Because then it's not me, is it? And I'm gonna say that they're telling their own story via a production team. What was that last bit? Telling their own story via a production team. Yeah, no, you keep covering, what are you? Anyway, buy my book.
Yeah, so she's obviously going on about this documentary that's going to be coming out, and there's just so much, isn't there? We are just patiently waiting on the edge of our seats to find out more, but she makes some amazing points, right? She does. I mean, and the buy my book thing at the end, it's so true. I mean, it's just absolutely comical at this point. And it's just the difference when you look at the difference between like a month or so ago when Jonathan was doing all of those really like rampant live streams where he was basically just arguing with his followers.
Is saying it's a form of discipline.
Because again, you know, how we talked about this originally was that it was just poor editing on my hand. Like,
one comment that just had me rolling, and it was, do you reckon Jonathan will be in a serious situation where someone needs urgent info and he'll be like, you can find out in my book? Oh my god, I had to heart it, honestly. It made me chuckle. I was in bed last night, like, you know when like you're holding the phone up there and it's gonna like land on your face? I was like, please don't land on me. Yeah, and someone else said, honestly, I used to really like the guy, but I genuinely became so uncomfortable with his behaviour, I had to unfollow him on all platforms. And Maddie said, uncomfortable is definitely the right word. And it's just really weird because obviously Maddie did this like whole thing. She was trying to be as nice as possible towards him. And he was just being so arrogant, like an unbelievable arrogant a-hole basically. He was just trying to be like nice and chill and he was getting all flustered and stuff, and it was like all those lives that he did were completely not worth it because he's just gone back on his word plus 10 steps back. Well, now the tide has completely changed and most of the comments that you find on their videos are just negative. And it's really like, even though this whole thing has been absolutely horrific and I've known from the very beginning, covering it so much and learning about this story and this whole situation so much, it almost desensitizes you in a way. And which I know it's a really serious topic, but it does, for me personally, I become sort of desensitized to it because I say all the time, like, nothing surprises me anymore. And it's because I've just been completely desensitized, and I know it's awful. TikTok is just Edie, and I've said this before, but now he's deleted so many of the videos. Basically, all of their content is Edie, and their followers have now actually caught up with us. They're going, oh yeah, this is awful, which is what we've been saying. If you've been following me for a long time, this is literally what we've been saying. It's awful, and now of course they know about it, and it's just really icky. And I said this in the last video, I think Jonathan needs help. I don't understand how you can be like a sane adult and think that that is acceptable. Do you know what I mean? That's what was going on with Maddie Lucy Dan. I can't work out if her middle name's Lucy or it's Maddie Lucy. I don't know. Maddie, love her. I love your stuff. She's probably not watching right now, but I love it. And the thing is that Jonathan, to recap what I was saying, I think that he's just realised that no one really likes him on the channel. So now the content is just Edie, and his way of going about that was saying that he wanted the kids to be more involved, but actually the only one who really wants to be involved is Edie. Oh god, it's absolutely ridiculous. So they basically did their latest video. Okay, so their latest video that they did, I was wondering where Jonathan was. I'm always sort of on the lookout for like what's going to be happening next with them. I'm like the little scout. I do get told a lot of this stuff, but some of it I do honestly find out for myself. And I was wondering what they were doing. I mean, Anna was off with her best friend Matthew with all their kids, and she was making a joke that everyone's gonna think they're a couple, ha 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 ha. And so awkward. I don't believe, like, I know there's a few people in my comment section that like, I do love a good Matt and Anna joke, like don't get me wrong, I love it, but I would never say that on here. That's just taking it too far. But I do love a good Matt and Anna joke, so if you've got any good ones, I'll probably end up hearting it, because I do find that dynamic quite funny, especially when you think about where is Jonathan right now. Oh no, Jonathan is just sitting in his man cave making TikToks about Edie, which is so bizarre because Edie was supposedly like in the car with, okay, this is ridiculous how I even have come to this conclusion, but Edie must have been in the car, well she was, because Anna took a photo of all of the kids, including her friend, a friend who just so happens to be gay, but she highlights that point a lot. Like in that whole family, if you are in any way a part of the LGBTQ plus community, you will have your own name with your pronouns and everything next to it. Like, why do we need to know that he's gay? But I do know he's gay because she talks about it all the time. Anyway, so she was there with all of her kids, and Edie was there, and then I don't know when it was, Jonathan then that day like posted on his TikTok this like, once again, another reel which was made ages ago. It wasn't made that day because Edie was in the car. So it's just weird, like she's out with her friends and he's sat in his like basement making new TikToks of old footage of Edie and stuff. I just think if you were to explain that to someone, I don't know anyone who I'd explain that to and they'd think that was like something to be like. But then again, in my spare time, I like checking up on what these people are doing. So maybe I'm weird, but I just find this whole story super interesting. And you can call me like weird all you want, but there are a lot of people part of this community that find it interesting as well. So we'll all be weird together. Don't worry guys, it just turns out that all he's been doing is he's just been telling more of his followers to listen to their invisible friends, listen to their inner voices, or whatever the hell he is harping on about. The fact that he actually has followers who are asking him how they should be like listening to imaginary people is just absolutely bonkers. And I've said this so many times, there's a difference between figure of speech saying like, oh, like my head feels really, really loud today because of anxiety and stuff. I understand that. But he's literally talking about like audible voices, and it's so dangerous. And we talk about this all the bloody time. It's just another reason why I get so frustrated with him. He's literally telling people to go and talk to their imaginary friends. Like, and he has people asking him like, hey, like, how do you do it? Oh, I just tune out the voices. And he's talking about his bloody book thing again. I just can't. Like, someone needs to take his internet privileges away. And I'm sorry if that is super harsh, but oh god, I just despair. I just absolutely despair. Like, yes, like let's all have chats about mental health. Like, I'll have chats all day every day about mental health because Lord knows mine is awful. But There's a big but. It's just, what he's saying is just bad advice. He not only posted the TikTok and Anna and that were away, they also posted this like sponsored video with him and all the kids. And you know, like we were talking about it last time with like Ryan's toys, and you actually have content. My little girl, one of my little girls used to absolutely love watching these things, and I really didn't like her watching them because I thought like, what are you watching? You know, on like YouTube Kids, you know, you have like the adults who like play pretend with all the little toys and Elsa dolls and stuff, and then they have all those like weird sound effects. They go like "Hi" and "Rah," and you know what I mean. If you have kids or you've come across it before, you must know what I mean. Like, kind of sounds a bit like, some of them are a bit like, have a bit of like a Japanese feel, kind of sound effects. I hope that's maybe making a lot of sense. And I noticed that in his latest video, they tried to make it very like, well, it was just the kids having like a water fight, which, by the way, they said in a video once that there is a line that they would never ever cross, like kid pranks and like stuff like that, which is basically what this was. It was just ridiculous. He had like all of these like sound effects and stuff, and you know, like the hey and like the stuff that you get in like the kids, in the like made for kids things. Was this made for kids though? No, he didn't tick that box. I'm getting so irritated because he must know that he knows.
They don't know that we know they know we know.
He'll know that what he's doing isn't okay, and the fact that he's got to tick made for kids. He's got to basically just like, you know, him and the kids doing like a water balloon fight. And once again, adults aren't watching this. I hope, like, I'm not watching this. I just think that like it's made for kids, so just put made for kids. Trying this new direction, and this new direction is just never ever going to work because his audience has all but disappeared. Like, there is no audience left. I'm sorry. There's like, there's like 10 maybe different people that I see commenting on the latest videos, but most of the people have flocked and gone. Like, no one really defends them. Even in my comment section, if I talk about people like the Duckity Dozen or Dockity or whatever, if I talk about that family, oh my gosh, heaven help me, I've still got them right now. They're still getting angry. I get comments all the blimmin' time being like, I've made so many videos at SACCONEJOLYs. I literally, the very first video I ever made about them, I got quite a few like negative comments. Now, no, and I might get like at most 4 dislikes on a video, which is insane considering they're such a big family. But anyway, this is what I'm trying to tell you, like the tide has like changed on them. Such a beautiful sunny day out, and Jonathan is just sat in his basement making like TikTok compilations of Edie, and it's just weird. Like, it just goes to show, like, if that is what brings in them, like if that is what it takes for you to bring in a lot of money, I don't want it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'd much rather have a bloody 9-to-5 job than sit there and do that. It's just so bizarre. Like, at this point, he needs to change his TikTok and all of that to just Edie, because no one is interested in anything. It sounds so sad, but no one's really interested in anything he has to say anymore. And all that Anna really films is ads for her channel and things, which just goes to show just how little like companies and things actually look at really who they're doing deals with. A lot of the time you'll get like, even I'll get like a handful every day maybe of different smaller brands and companies like wanting to reach out and stuff, but a lot of the time it's not really addressed to you. It's just sort of like an open it's like an open email. It's really, really weird. I've got no idea how they get hold of all of these different things. I would absolutely love to know, because I honestly have no clue. I just end up looking, just like going in my inbox and then being like, oh, such and such leggings, or oh, such and such sunglasses, and it's just like, nowadays I don't really like bother looking at them. But I think that's just what happens. Like, they don't really check to look at, you know, who they're actually doing deals with. They're just going with whoever it is, and it's just so bizarre. It shows like their latest video that they did that I was just talking about, their latest video like hasn't done very well in terms of views, because why would it? why would it? And all we can do is just sit here and wait for that new documentary to come out, which will be coming out pretty soon, I do believe. But honestly, I just got no idea. I just got no clue what's going on in their heads. But I just feel like with Jonathan and Anna, they're just like two, like, I feel like they're just on two completely different spaceships. They're not on the same spaceship whatsoever. But I'm not going to get into any speculation about that. But I just think that they're just, men are from Mars, women are from Venus, kind of polar opposites. I don't even know. But I do find it really, really interesting. What were your thoughts on that? What were your thoughts on what we just learned? Have you seen that latest video? I wouldn't recommend it unless you're literally a child yourself. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I'll catch up with you guys in the next video. Bye.